All right guys, so it's the next day and I want to talk to you about what I'm doing post-show. All right guys, we are starting this vlog off with cardio. The morning cardio every day. It's the best way to kick off the day. But I'm gonna talk to you guys in a second. Alright guys, so even though we are done contest prep, we're still doing cardio every morning fasted. It's become part of my morning routine, and I think that it's really a great place to tune in to different things that are gonna fuel my mind, whether that's content, whether that's different business discussions or just motivation or whatever it is. So keeping that as part of my daily routine is helping me keep on track, and it's keeping me grounded throughout the day. But we're doing about 30 minutes fasted cardio. We got Bub here. But we're gonna go back home now and eat some food. Breakfast of champions. So these are what I've been going on with a lot lately. I've been having normal breakfast, egg beaters. I like the egg beaters more than the egg whites. They have about the same macros and they taste delicious. And I'm using one flat wrap. These have 100 calories, 15 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fat, and 9 grams of protein. So you can get them next to most of like your deli meat, but these are gold and they're delicious. To go the extra mile, adding a little bit more fat to my breakfast, staying with more of a low carb breakfast, add 1 slice of tomato basil jack, the best kind of jack. These have 60 calories and are gold. So trying to stay consistent post-show is very difficult, and I made this on the last vlog, but it's all about just really eating food you like and just controlling it. Like, food has no power over you, just that enjoy what you eat, which is exactly what I'm gonna do right now. We are at the Coffee Connection now, and this has become our little piece of workstation. Get our coffee and then we grind, which is not a play on words because we're drinking from cocoa beans. Just getting back to clients. I had a podcast that went up today that I was on, and just essentially trying to format the content I'm putting out. The biggest thing that I think that I learned over the last like 6 months is where I want to be business-wise and what I want my message to really be. And I think that moving away from contest prep now and really just focusing on my lifestyle brand, focusing on my speaking, and focus on the message that I want people to get. And that is really has nothing to do with competing. It's all about getting better, is my sole focus. So getting done the rebranding on things, talking to a lot of people on websites, things I like, and just moving forward. And that's gonna be something I address at the end of this video. But for now, we're gonna do some work. Lindsay took an Uber to go meet up with one of her friends for dinner. It's weird. Lindsay and I spend, I would say, at least 80% of our days together. 80% of the time we are spending time either working together, at the gym together. There's obviously still breaks, but it's an amazing thing. And I think, like, for some people it'd be like, how can you spend that much time with someone trying to get hit by a car? How can you be with someone that often? How can you not like fight all the time? And obviously no one's relationship's perfect, but it's like, I'm gonna miss the day once we like both like I'm gonna miss like this time, and like I really do take it not for granted. I take it with so much appreciation to have someone, especially your significant other, who you can get along with 80% of the time when you're spending that much time together. Is an incredible blessing. And that's just my 2 cents. I don't know, pouring my heart out to you guys. But I gotta get food because it's time to lift. Back home, and today's pre-workout meal is 1 scoop of MTS blueberry muffin protein powder. Delicious. 1 Fit and Light Greek yogurt, which you can kind of see in there. I haven't stirred it up yet. And about 1.5 servings of cream of wheat. I also got a surprise for Lindsay, and I dug in already. And she's gonna be mad at me, but I hope she understands. In the past, if I was to do that, get this gift for Lindsay, she might get back home and they might be gone, because sometimes I lack self-discipline and self-control. But I only had a couple scoops. So that's my pre-workout meal. Heaven. But yeah, I'm excited. So I hurt my chest a little bit ago, doing too much weight on a flat bench dumbbell press, but I'm gonna try to give chest a little whack today. But I'm not gonna go very heavy. At least it's a plan right now. I might go heavy. I might. What's going on, guys? So this is the training portion of the video, and I wanted to go over this because I think it's going to help a lot of you, especially if you're dealing with nagging injuries or you're just trying to get around some of them in the time being. So as I said, I hurt my chest not too long ago, about probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I've been trying to not train it. And I wanted to train it because I wanted to kind of just try to move around, see how it was feeling, and I did that by starting with movements on machines. So Smith machine press for the incline press to hit that top part of the chest. I like it because it makes it so you're essentially controlling the movement all throughout without it having to be something where you might twitch, you might move the wrong way, and it might end up throwing off your imbalances on some of those different things. So we're starting really light and just contracting. And so it's the same here on this flat press, not moving dumbbells, not doing a barbell press, just really trying to get a pump. Now this works really well if you're shooting for about 10 to 12 reps on each set, but it's far more important that if you're training around an injury or if you're testing around an injury, you focus on the contraction, not on the weight. So it's the same thing here. I was starting to feel these flies a little bit, so instead I just focused on the squeeze, and that's what makes the biggest difference. You know, you're not going to get there tomorrow. You're not going to just wake up one day and all of a sudden, you know, you've done all this work and you're exactly where you want to be. It takes a lot of time, and so you really have to be careful and you really have to be smart about your training. And it doesn't mean you take time off. It doesn't mean that you don't show up to the gym and you don't do the things you love. But training around injuries is part of it. And if you're injured and if you're trying to focus on rehabbing and training at the same time, focus more on machine movements. So this is the same thing. Just staying really light on the decline press machine, stretching all the way and squeezing all the way. You don't have to do a lot of weight. It's all about the actual contraction. As you can see there, we're actually moving the lower part of my chest each rep, each set, and that's what you have to do in order to make this last long term. Then ending on a slow incline machine press, more of a fly. If you look at it the right way, it's more of almost like an incline fly machine, but really maximizing the movement by just getting the most out of the concentration and the stretch and the flex. I can't hammer on that enough. So if you guys are dealing with injuries, figure out how to rehab, figure out how to get better, but also if you're trying to train around them and you can, focus on just getting a pump, moving blood in the area, and that will also help you recover in time too. But let's keep going. All right, guys, so we're back home now, and it's that post-work time. Am I a mailman? Like the post office. Get it? Kind of a distant reach. But post-workout meal time, and what I'm doing is I had about 1.5, it's like more like 1 1/4 servings of pancakes, put about 50 grams of banana in there, so that's about 45 grams of carbs, and I put a little bit of halo top on the top of it. And then I did 1 scoop of protein with making the ice cream of it, of course. This is peanut butter protein to die for. And then this is probably the most savage of all of this because this isn't that bad, it just looks like I'm eating a lot of food. I did egg beaters, like I said, same as egg whites, with mustard because I'm a savage. But I want to talk to you guys more about what we're going to do as we head into this next part of our journey. And I'm going to do that in the morning. I want to wrap this up there, so I'll see you bright and early. All right, guys, so it's the next day, and I want to give you this end to the video. I want to talk to you about what I'm doing post-show. So I have zero ambition to compete in bodybuilding for at least, I'd say, a year or more. I really see my life changing. I see my direction changing, and I think that based off of if you watch these videos and if you follow my content, you know that I'm much more into the lifestyle aspect of it than competing. The thing that kind of triggered me is like, I look at people in bodybuilding and I train at Gold's Gym where everyone competes, and I just don't have a competitive drive to beat people. I think that my real passion lies in entrepreneurship. My real passion lies in building a business and using that business as my funnel to help as many people as possible. I had a breakthrough call the other day with a client, and it was something that, we've been working on these different things, and I just had this moment of complete clarity, and we were just both in sync, and it was just amazing to be able to help her in something that had nothing to do with fitness. And so that's where I see my heart going, and that's where I feel like I'm going. And so the goal now is to focus on that. So this is going to be the end of the Level Up series. I want to focus now on a stronger and better version of myself. And what I mean by that is really focusing on pulling things together and putting it so that I have a way of helping as many people as possible. And so that's what I'm going to focus on. So that's where I'm headed. I'm in a great place diet-wise. I'm in a great place mentally. And I think that this is where I was headed anyways. If you guys have followed the journey, I was in the contest preps. And I was like, I don't really know if I want to do this anymore. I don't think I wanted to. And it was really important for me to finish. It was really important for me to set that goal and finish that goal. And I'll always be into weight training. I love weight training. I always love bodybuilding, but it's just not necessarily what I want to do. And so, yeah, that's the end of this vlog series. It's going to be on something new. It's going to be on something better. And I am excited to broaden this with you guys. So if you guys could do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and comment. Let me know what you would like to see more of on the channel so that I can start putting out some different content that's going to help you succeed. But above all else, I appreciate you guys. And I'm excited because this is the start of something new. I'll see you guys.